Do you have a desire to lose weight really fast? A lot of people do. If you've ever tried this, you probably have found out it really does not work. People are impatient to lose weight because they've gained it. They want to lose it for a function, maybe a wedding or a vacation or whatever, and then quick, 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 hurry, hurry to lose the weight. But you've gained it probably slowly over time or quick or more quickly due to some big stressor in your life. So it's going to take time to reverse that. Realistically, think slow. Think of making permanent changes. Why does it not work to lose weight all of a sudden? Because you're focusing just on eating behaviors and eating certain foods. And there's a part of you that doesn't like that and wants other foods and wants more freedom and wants to be in control. And that part eventually is going to take over and sabotage your efforts. Better to slowly make changes in your lifestyle, your diet, your belief system, your habit patterns, and gain awareness as you go along so that you see from the inside out what you're really doing. Now, most people, when they get to be in their 40s or older, they start to gain weight slowly, maybe 5 pounds a year. But then 10 years later, they're 50 pounds heavier. So that's a big chunk. This can happen from one or two habit patterns. You come home from work, you take care of your family, you finish your responsibilities. Now it's time to reward yourself. And the go-to reward is always food, or usually food, when there's many other things you could do to just feel good and relax as well. Maybe read a book, listen to some music, watch a good movie, take a walk, whatever it happens to be for you. Some people come home and they, quote, relax at night by having a drink. There's other ways you can relax as well. So these habit patterns get to be very set. Maybe you pass by a certain ice cream shop and you just always feel compelled to get ice cream when you pass there. And when you get together with your family, you always have lots of refined carb foods, lots of desserts especially, and any weight that you've lost, you gain back. So you don't really have a plan except, oh, I gained weight this weekend because I was with my family, and then that's the end of it. Also on vacation is a real easy time to gain weight. So if you know you're going to gain weight on vacation or with your family, plan ahead a little bit. People who are successful with this tighten up their diet a little bit before the event or week of vacation or whatever, and tighten up their diet after, maybe doing more exercise too. So if you lose 2 pounds before you go and you gain 2 pounds back, then you're even. You haven't gained when you're in situations where it's easier to start gaining weight. Now, there's other things you could do to develop awareness and make changes a little bit at a time. One is to start noticing what triggers you, what causes you to want to eat out of control, things you don't want to eat. Those chips, the chocolate chip cookies, the ice cream, the fries, the pizza, quick and easy, especially when you're tired. So pay attention to what triggers you and see what you could do to avoid or lessen those triggers. If you know you're going to just eat anything and everything in sight when you get tired, then work your schedule so you don't reach the point where you're very tired and especially very tired and very hungry at the same time and it's late. So some of it is situational due to work and family responsibilities. And it takes a little bit of effort to figure it out and start to make another plan of action. Another thing that you could do is find out what time of the day is your weak area. Do you come home and eat a lot before you make dinner because you're just starving then? Do you eat at night after dinner when you're really not hungry? Because that's your time to reward yourself and relax, and food is always involved. So you're sitting in front of the TV, basically mindlessly eating. One thing you could do is set up what I call a fasting zone, a time of day where you're just not going to eat. Like maybe you finish dinner at 7 o'clock. Your fasting zone is 7 o'clock till the time you go to sleep. And if you do that, you're bound to start losing weight because that's the time when you were gaining it. Also, to develop more awareness of what you're putting in your mouth and how it's affecting you when you're full or not. What sets up cravings? What's satisfying? Make eating your sole activity. This is very challenging for a lot of Americans because of our busy lifestyle. And people are eating while they're watching TV, checking their emails, doing their work, reading, etc., in the car, driving even. So just sit down at a dedicated place for eating, like a dining room or a kitchen table, and just eat. It sounds crazy in our society, but it's so important to really learning about your habit patterns, your emotions, your beliefs, and so on. So there's many, many other things that you could do, but this is a start. You might want to track your food in a journal, either on a phone or on paper. And just putting it down on paper makes you a lot more aware of what you're putting in your mouth all day long. Now, what I suggest you do is think in terms of a realistic goal for weight loss. It may be anywhere from half a pound to 2 pounds a week. That would be fine. Most people figure, well, a half a pound a week is nothing, why bother? But think about it. If you did that and lost half a pound every week, you'd be down 26 pounds in a year. In 2 years, you'd be down 52 pounds. That would do it for most people. And because you've taken the time and done it slowly and explored your emotions that are affecting your eating, your habit patterns, your beliefs, and the behaviors themselves, you're allowing time to assimilate change and develop a new way of being and a new relationship to food. So think in terms of making one change at a time, like maybe make eating your sole activity. Just focus on that. And when you get good at that, add your fasting zone. And when you get good at that, eliminate a food that's really a problem for you, like those chocolate chip cookies or those potato chips. And you'll see that slowly over time, you're feeling better. You're probably going to be sleeping better, have more energy and clarity of mind, and notice that your clothes are getting looser and you're doing